about the funny how it's done for me, boy. Testify, testify, never lie, tell the truth. I want the world to know all about you. I got testify about what the fun has done for me. You got that, baby? Funk has done for me. I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I've learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that, y'all. Why is it so hard for you to finish your songs? I know I had a lot of songs that it was hard to finish. Either the beat was messing with me and I was just caught up in that, or I had distraction after distraction. So I might have been a perfectionist. I probably really didn't like the song sometimes, and I didn't want to fail at it. We're going to talk about that right here on the Boss Ladies Live radio show. Let's go, y'all. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a Boss Ladies Live radio show. 6-time award-winning now. Spreaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Dre's Radio Cafe, award-winning, a.k.a. The Hangout, a.k.a. Dre's 8. Welcome back to another show. I appreciate everybody stopping in, tuning in, liking, downloading, and sharing the show. And before we get to the chatters in the building tonight, man, the open mic was hot. Starting off with that Misery featuring Rari. Oh, yeah. We had some Sneak by Drazy. I hit a lick by Ben Familiar, and to co-align with that, I drink my beer. You know what I'm talking about? Live in the chat room, we got Billie Jean in the building, Laurie D. Edwards in the building, TOHP, aka Noriega the King in the building, Laurel Hines in the building, y'all. Know what I'm saying? Let's welcome the chatters to the show, y'all. Yeah, share your links, drop them links, share all that good stuff, your videos and all that stuff in the chat room. The more chats, the more spins. Been talking to a few of you today about that. You know what I'm saying? The best way to get started getting played is just send them MP3s only to Boss Lady 95895 @gmail.com. You can also send it to Dre's Radio Cafe at Drezy, DREZEY21 @yahoo.com. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody sharing in the chat room their links, their poems. Billy, you doing great. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to get you on the air for a radio ad campaign starring Billy. You know what I'm talking about? But particularly tonight, I do want to talk about why is it so hard for you to finish your songs. And pretty much like I was saying, there was a lot of stuff when I was starting out that I had to accept because I didn't have the resources and tools I needed like I do now to get things done. And I wanted to sing so bad, I took what I had and made it work. And it's working pretty well. You know, a lot of the songs you've been hearing, it was when I first started out back in the studio, getting in the groove of things. And, you know, it was easy to finish songs because I had that enthusiasm, you know. I had that excitement, that extra energy. I had something to drop, you know. And then, you know, as you go along, over time, it starts to dwindle down. You get used to it. You start getting more comfortable. And so you don't feel like you have to do as much. And that includes finishing songs, things like being a perfectionist. You know, everything has to be aligned up, you know, time-wise, budget-wise, and also, you know, audio-wise, where everything's clear, crisp, and to the point, and it's just not perfect. But then somebody else will hear it and be like, man, that was dope. But you didn't like it necessarily, you know. And then I found out in those situations I was being a perfectionist. And then some songs I just didn't like. Didn't want to waste my time working on something that I'm not going to finish because I wasn't just feeling the vibe. I got to be able to feel the beat. You know, I'm talking about enabling me to come up with creative ideas to put a great song together. And a lot of times I didn't put the work needed to get to the finish line. That's why I was saying before, you know, about those distractions and how they seem to come every time you want to work on something. The interruptions, the random phone calls, an email might pop in just like now. You're looking at that and you totally get off of what you were doing, you know. So, and then I had a big failure phobia where I wouldn't wrap it up due to the fact that I didn't think I was finished with it. And looking back, I had did everything I needed to do, but it still wasn't right to me. But without further ado, we're going to tune in and listen to why is it so hard for you to finish your songs on some EDU. Let's get it in our lives. Why is it so hard for you to finish your songs? We're going to find that at blog.reverbnation.com /2022/02/15 /hard-2-finish-your-songs. When you've been working on a song for a while, it can be hard to put the finishing touches on it and wrap things up. This is normal for most songwriters, but if you find yourself chronically unable to finish your songs, then you've got a major problem in your songwriting process that needs to be addressed. These are some of the most common reasons that keep songwriters from finishing their songs. Recognizing your issue will be the first step towards making the changes you need to turn the loose musical ideas you come up with into finished songs. You're being a perfectionist. Let's start with the most common reason songwriters don't finish their songs. If you wait for your songs to be perfect before you finish them, you will never get anything done. No music is perfect, and this applies to songs made by your favorite artists that you might consider to be sacred. Instead of asking whether a song is perfect or not, a better question to ask if it's successful. When your idea does what you want it to do, it's ready to be finished. You'll never know if audiences will like it or not until you share it. So there comes a point for every songwriter where embracing uncertainty needs to happen in order to complete songs. You don't like the song you're working on enough to finish. If you can't wrap up your songs, there's a chance you just don't like what you're working on enough to finish. There are a couple of things to remember here. Finishing a song doesn't necessarily mean spending lots of time recording and producing it. Sometimes it's best just to complete a rough demo of a track to clear up some mental space if you have been working on it for a while. Also, a song you're frustrated by in the moment might sound temporarily bad now and a lot better later once you've got some time away from it. In many cases, it's worth finishing music in demo formats and revisiting them later. Get unbiased fan feedback on your songwriting, production, and more with brand new crowd reviews. You aren't putting in the work needed to get it over the finish line. In some cases, songwriters come up with great ideas but can't seem to do the work of creating songs out of them. Songwriting can be incredibly hard and thankless work, and contending with creative dead ends is never fun. A lot of the work comes in the form of needing to make choices when you're faced with so many potential directions to go in. Timeless, unsexy advice applies for getting this sort of work done, which is to work hard, know when to keep going, and when to throw in the towel in, and focus on songs you feel more confident about. Not every song needs to be finished. After all, sometimes the best decision is to move on. You won't wrap things up because you're afraid of failure. Sometimes we unconsciously refuse to finish and release music because we're afraid of failing. If I don't complete this song, the logic goes that I'll never have to risk failure. The flaw in this line of thinking is that songwriters fail in much bigger ways than they can't finish and share music. You're in a whole lot of sadness and frustration if you go down this road as someone who claims to love making music.